My name is Dr. Georgia Turner, and I am the Executive Director for 201. You're the best. But anyway, I wanted to introduce myself and let you all know that the mission of 201 is to promote the safety and well-being of our children by implementing strategies to make certain that families stay together and fathers are involved in the lives of their children. So today we're here again for the March Madness Family Learning Tip-Off. So can we get a hooray for that? Today what we want to do is give you all a little information about an initiative that 201 has become a part of. We are partnering with the National Center for Family Learning. And what that means is that you get that opportunity to be your child's teacher. You get that opportunity to do things in the community with your child.
Here at 201 and with the NCFL program, what we want to do is connect you to resources to be able to improve yourself in your communities. So for example, this program that we're going to be starting here, they have at least 10 other sites in other states such as Las Vegas, Detroit, Plano, Texas, San Francisco, California, and basically they're working on projects to help their kids learn in the classroom, and they're also working on community service projects, which we'll be doing as part of this program. So some of the big things that we're going to be focusing on is the planning, preparation, and debriefing for intentional learning and community service. So what that's going to look like is every week we're going to have 2 hours of in-house parent time where we're basically going to be working on planning those community service projects and planning pack time, which I'll talk to you guys about a little bit later. So the last 6 hours, you're basically going to be working at home and in the community towards your self-defined goals. If you want to get a GED, you want to get a bachelor's degree, you want to get a master's degree, you want to get a forklift certification, all of those things, 201 is going to work with you guys to develop a plan if that's what you want to do, to work with you and have other parents in the program work with you to achieve those goals. So during that same time that the parents are meeting, the Rites of Passage program will be going on. And then following both of those, we'll have pack time from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. And what that's going to look like, we're going to have a family meal, and there's going to be a reflection of the current and past week's assignments and activities. And what we're trying to do is combine the programming that's going on with Rites of Passage to also do some similar programming with the parents so that you can explore the topics that were explored in Rites of Passage that week. And then we'll also take some time out as families, parents and children, to plan for the service project that you end up selecting. So what that's going to look like for the parent time, we'll have approximately 30 minutes of discussion on the curriculum or whatever we're working on that week. If it's genealogy, it may be just starting to write down some of the beginnings or things that you remember about your family tree. We'll talk about the ROP, weekly subject matter and activities, reflect on the last week, and then reflect on the community service project if there's any tasks that parents need to take on, or there's things that worked or did not work during the week that we need to correct. And so you'll also have an opportunity for pack time and parent time again on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. if you weren't able to come on Sundays. So we'll also talk as we go along if these times don't work for everybody to try to get some times that are more conducive. And I'm going to pass this back to Dr. Hollowell so he can tell you a little bit more.
All right, we don't want to get you too bored right now, so we're going to try to make sure that we wrap this up pretty fast. The evaluation process for this program is as follows. Today, if you are interested in being a part of the NCFL project, you will do a consent form and leave it here with us. We got the consent forms over here at the table with the NBA tablecloth on it. Each family member will be given a self-awareness evaluation, which was developed by me for our Rites of Passage boys. It kind of studies your attitude towards yourself and your position in this world, and even the kids will take that self-awareness. There's a grit survey which will be administered to the whole family, and grit is that determination, you know what I mean, the stick-to-itiveness, and so that survey kind of measures how well you adapt to that. All youth will also be asked to do the survey assessments for youth outcomes. We did this last year with our boys, and it worked out pretty well. And remember, I came to your house with the laptop, with the tablet, so we'll get to do that again too on the tablet. Each individual, as Ms. Shante said earlier, will be given an individual family plan, which is specific to them. And so everything that you will do will be generated by 291 and yourself. We're looking to develop a two-generation pilot project, which means generation 1 is the parent, generation 2 is the child, to address economic, educational, and social needs of the family. So some of you in here may already be as educated as you want. Some of you may have a job that you want, but this is also about social needs of the family as well. This plan includes a focus on resiliency, advocacy, decision-making, and communication goals for the entire family. Each family will meet with 291 staff collectively to come up with the family goals as well as the goals for each individual in the family. So if you have a family with 2 parents and 3 children, then that's a total of 5 plans, right? As far as individually speaking. One family member from each family must complete this by April 9th. We may back that date up a little bit because we got started earlier than some of the other groups that are doing this as well. This meeting right here will go toward parent time, and then there was one more little, if we can go back one. Each family will go through this initial family interview immediately after composing the family plan. And so the interviews got like 20 or so questions. And it's not so
Don't Dr. Hollowell.
Well, I mean, I'm not scared. At least not for this reason anyway. Shante talked a little bit about the Family Service Learning Project. I think I speak for all 3 of us when I say this was our favorite part, a favorite opportunity that we get to work with the families on something that's important to you guys and your communities. Each family must complete 3 service learning projects while they're enrolled in the family learning program. Families are advised to begin thinking right now about some kind of local social issue that you think is important, whether it's violence, whether it's crime, whether it's poverty, whether it's anything broad or specific. If you don't like the street lights on your street, or if you don't like the stop signs or whatever it is, but local, something local and a social issue. Yeah, come on, around the side. 291 staff will also assist in this project of helping you decide what you want to do. Service learning projects will be counted toward volunteer hours, which there are, I think, 8 mandatory volunteer hours for the 10-week process. After completion of each service learning project, the family will work together to create a final reflection log, which will tell us what your experience was like doing the activity.
Can I say something on that real quick? Because this was our favorite part of the project, I just want to share with everybody that what we plan on doing at the end, just like we're celebrating the beginning today, at the end of this, we want to bring the mayor, some of our legislators, and other people that are important in our community to see the work that you guys have done on your community service project. So I can't stress enough how important it is to really start thinking about what those projects are that we want to do as a group. And I know Dr. Hollowell is saying we have 3 service learning projects per family, but we really want you guys all to work together on as many of those projects as possible. The only reason why we might want your family to do something separate is if you're not able to meet at the same time as the other families and you're just not able to get that done. Really, we're hoping that we could do something to impact some of the violence that's going on in this community, but we're not going to move forward on anything if it's not what you guys think that you want to do. So if you could be thinking of that by the time we get to your family interview, so that's something we could talk about and start moving on that project as soon as possible. Like I said, at the end, we'll have a community celebration where we invite everybody in to see the project that was completed and for you guys all to talk about what it was that you did. So hopefully we can do something really impactful, make a difference, get some local media attention, and really make some changes here in the community.
I like it. Thank you.